welcome to the official start of Christmas.
Everybody knows when it is and where it is.
There's nothing bigger.
It's the biggest and the best every year.
The biggest stage, it's the biggest prize money.
Every session's sold out, 88,000 tickets. And the interest is just on a global scale.
There's going to be shocks throughout, but I just feel the World Championship, the cream always rises to the top.
Michael Smith starts his defence and it starts tonight.
It's the chance to write your name into the history books.
He finishes it on double 10. Scott Williams produces a shot off the sporting Richter scale. Double 16 for Rob, and he is into the last 16.
Double 10, that is the match. He finds it last dart. What a set of darts. The ascension is complete.
This is the most wide open I've ever seen a World Championship. But I will say this, I fancy a new name on that trophy.
I think in any sport, the World Championship is the pinnacle, or should be the pinnacle, and it certainly is with us.
It's the biggest tournament of the year.
It's a special feeling, as you're coming up the hill and you see it all lit up. It is a special, special feeling. It's one that, unless you're a player, you can't describe.
Tonight's going to be a whole different level with the full capacity crowd.
It's the best tournament of the year, it's the biggest one, it's the most ranking points, it's the one everyone wants to win.
The place is just iconic, it's fantastic, the crowd's brilliant.
This is what every dart player wants to win. World champion means all and everything.
There's nothing bigger than the World Championship. It's the biggest stage, it's the biggest prize money, it's an opportunity.
One of the great British sporting events. Not just darts, this is one of the great events of the British sporting year.
Was born to be a world champion. Michael Smith has fulfilled his dreams. Michael Smith is the champion of the world.
Now at the Town Hall in St Helens to get my freedom of the borough. 129 years and I've become the 39th person to get the freedom, which is a massive thing in this town as well.
Michael Smith is the PDC champion of the world. His professionalism, his dedication, his skill is an example to us all, and he's inspired a new generation of darts fans, my own son being one of them. And we commend him for his outstanding achievements so far, the way he's gone about it, and we're proud to give him the highest honour that we can. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Smith.
When I first started playing, I thought, no, I just want to become like the best in my town and stuff like that. And I did that pretty quick. Darts was always known for being like a pub sport and everything like that. Now, for your council and your town to recognise you, give me the Pride of St Helens Award, and now the biggest award I can get from my council. It's just showing the younger kids now it's not the sport that it used to be. When they get up there and get me scored and then obviously sign my name in the book, I think that'll be a big moment for us as a family. Rebel, just walked on the bed. No, it's the first time back now. I think the day after when I won it, I stayed in the Hilton, the hotel, did all my media commitments, and then, yeah, not been in London since. Just see if there's any crisp packets the kids have left in. He should be fine, it's about floor. And Casper's sleeping cushion. I think you've seen after the Premier League, my form just fell off a cliff because I didn't want to put the time on the board, I wanted to enjoy the year. And I just said to you, just about August, I was like, know what, shut that door now, the chapter's closed. Start looking forward and start getting back on the board with Nathan. My TV form's not quite picked up, but everything I'm doing in practice feels great. I'm hitting the 180s again, the big shots, and it's only a matter of time when it does click, and we're heading to a place where there's no better place to have it to click now. So I'm really looking forward to tonight and obviously, hopefully, the rest of the tournament.
Christmas officially starts right here. So welcome to the Palace, where it really is the most wonderful time of the year.
Film all the changes you want.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players.
If you need it reminding, the winner here will face the reigning world champion Michael Smith in the second round, a tie that you can see later on tonight.
Good evening. Welcome to the promised land, Alexandra Palace, and the biggest tournament in the world. And Kevin Doots gets the 2024 World Championship up and running with a straight sets win over America's Stowe Bunce.
To get that winning double felt so amazing. Now Michael Smith is waiting, the world champion, later this night, and like to beat the world champion on this stage, on the world championship stage, that will mean the world. You know, like it will change my life. It will change everything for me.
2020 for me has been ups and downs. Major up, obviously, doing a 4 years world champion. It's been a lifelong dream of mine since I started playing darts. Lost to Michael in 2019, Peter last year. And to finally get it this year, it was something like, I've finally done it, I've finally got it. I've worked so hard to get that chance, and yeah, it was third time lucky. The downs of it is obviously family-wise, where I don't see him as often, I'm never at home, and listen, I'll do that all again for 2024 as long as I get that second star. Champ is here, lad. I know there's a bit of added pressure going in as defending champion, but I just want to go up there and enjoy myself and have fun.
That one as well. Did you get that one?
Yeah, of course. Reigning world champion Michael Smith returns to the stage of his greatest ever achievement. It's not easy to retain the world championship. Only 3 players have ever done it. Can he? He loves it up on the Ali Pali stage.
Oh, that's gonna hurt to have to watch his opponent.
And when he was 1 set up, and now he is 2-1 down. Tops. That is brilliant from Michael Smith for a win. Tops now. That is the win. You heard the roar. That was a roar of relief.
Being 2-1 down there wasn't the best. The thing that I had in mind, not the best result, but I managed to battle hard and get the job done. And I think you see with the cameras in the practice room, the things that I was hitting, and I just kept telling myself, I know I'm playing well, so I'm not new. And that's all I kept saying, and luckily enough for the next 6-7 legs I've played really well and proved to myself and everyone around me that I still have the fight, the belief that I can find a game from nowhere.
Yeah, it was perfect, absolutely perfect.
We have plenty more coming your way today.
Big chance for Keane Barry.
What a dart!
He gets over the line in the end, 3-1.
It's all gone wrong since winning the first set for Fallon Sherrock. Jermaine Watamina wins that match by 3 sets to 1.
Evans been soaking, and it is the Dream World Championship showdown for Lee Evans against the tournament favourite Luke Humphries on Sunday night.
There's more added pressure this year. You know, a lot of people expect more from me than previous years, so I understand that the expectation's higher. I mean, I'm probably more confident, more well-equipped than ever to be world champion. There's still a lot of work to do, and it's going to be the toughest 3 weeks of my life. I used to play pairs with Lee. I know how his game is as well. You know, if I reach my A game, it's going to be incredibly tough for him to match me. And if I'm slightly off, then Lee's got a great chance to beat me, and I think that's how he'll feel.
The tournament favourite takes the opening set.
You feel Luke Humphries will get into his flow now.
He's 2 sets up, needs 1 more set to breeze through to the next round. That's very good indeed. And Humphries, the tournament favourite, is through to the next round.
Just one of them games where I felt like it wasn't going the way I wanted it to. I didn't feel that anxiety that I thought I was going to feel being, the favourite.
As long as you win, that's all it matters.
It was everywhere, look.
You're right, you're right.
They just weren't dropping in. That's just the great thing about darts, that you can't always expect it to go your way. But I won, that's the main thing.
This is Rob Cross's 18th match at the World Championships and starts this match a huge favourite.
This for 2-0 in sets. And Rob Cross plucks it out and takes a 2-set lead. Historic from Tricol just to get here and then to win a game. The first Frenchman to do both of those things. But Rob Cross knocks him out in straight sets. He only drops 2 legs, and he'll be back after Christmas to face Jose de Souza or Jeffrey de Graaf.
And it's double 10 for a stealer set. Scott Williams takes set 1 for a 2-0 lead. Double 8. Scott Williams, a big yell, and
Double 10, just taking his time. And you can hear that roar from Scott Williams as he beats the number 7 seed, Danny Noppert.
Luke Littler is a talent. He's come here to Ali Pali for the first time. He is the junior world champion. He is the world youth champion. To think that he could become the world darts champion at the same time, before he even turns 17, might just happen.
Don't need to feel any pressure tonight. Obviously, I'd love to win, but can't guarantee it. Just have to see what happens on stage. And obviously, when you win 2 world titles back to back, and obviously, got like Keane Barry and Rusty Jacob who've also played in the Worlds. They didn't get the opportunity to defend it, so I've defended it and I've won it.
And Luke Littler is the world youth champion. The Englishman won the JDC, the Junior Dart Corporation World Championship.
I've seen Chris early this year. He's been playing well. I've heard some rumours that he's got an injury, but I've just got to play my own game tonight.
Luke Littler, if you haven't heard his name now, you'll know all about him in a few moments' time.
To take the first set in spectacular fashion. Double 16. That is astonishing! To make it 2-0 in sets, 6-1 in legs, to maintain this ridiculous average up in the 107 region. Beautiful dart. As is that.
64 for a place in round 2.
Well, it's tops. And Luke Littler, the nuke, has detonated himself onto the world stage.
And he will go through and face Andrew Gilden, which will be a different test for him tomorrow.
I just wanted to win tonight, so anything else is an overachievement for myself.
now we have a clash against the UK Open champion Andrew Gilding. There's a 13 dart left to wrap up the first set, and the teenage sensation takes the opening set
for a 2-set lead. Double 16.
Last dart in hand, and he hits when Gilding missed.
He may not look nervous, but let me tell you, edgy as hell for a place in the last 32.
He's chosen double 10. He's hit double 10, and Luke Littler charges into the next round.
Once you're on that stage, you've somehow got to get in the zone, and it's really hard. You can't think. The crowd they're non-stop. They just sing my name, and they're on my side once again. I said to myself, you've got to get past Christian, and then tonight you've got to get past Andrew, so now I can face Matt, but it's good for Matt and it's good for the Canadian darts over there.
The last spot and the last 32 available, and the last match before the Christmas break. And Ricky Evans returns for the opening set.
This is an opportunity you can't miss, and he does it.
Needs a treble. Gets it, double top. Oh, Ricky Evans is flying to save himself. Dart missed. More darts incoming for Ricky Evans. Rapid Ricky Evans has flown past Nathan Aspinall. The world number 6 is out. Rapid Ricky Evans rounds up the pre-Christmas action and books his place in the last 32.
I'm the weirdest, the most lovable idiot in the world. I'm going to be the same idiot when I win this tournament.
Tonight, well, the stars come out to play. We have 2 former world champions in action, but it is a 16-year-old who has got absolutely everybody talking.
Sign the flights. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. It's been unbelievable. Obviously, I just wanted to win my first game. I've done that. Wanted to chill with the family, which I have done, and come back after. So here I am, back after, facing Matt. It's just been crazy, the amount of people who want to actually talk to me.
For this, did you come back down yesterday or did you come back early today?
Yeah, I travelled down yesterday.
Watching the football in car, weren't you? Dare I ask who your team is?
Man United.
You tend to watch a lot of darts outside playing, Luke?
Yeah, I always watch the darts, even like Euro Tours and the Pro Tours on Dart Connect.
Okay.
I'm always into the darts. Watch like a good game.
Yeah.
Like even though 2 players are playing in a Pro Tour or Euro Tour, just always watch them.
Have you had
a similar routine each day that going to Ali Pali?
Dinner's been the same. Ham and cheese omelette with chips and beans.
Excellent.
And yeah, same sort of leave around this time. Stay on the same board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just choose a board and practice on that one.
Yeah.
Then obviously if someone, like when I was playing before my game, Damon Hetter come up and he had a practice with me, so it just gets me in the routine of when I'm going to throw next. Guess who's back?
Luke Littler, Michael Van Gerwen, Michael Smith, all to come.
His doubles have been great.
And they continue to be great. Littler is blowing Matt Campbell away, 2-0. A court in tops, it's the third set. Well, is this the moment? A star is born. He is loving the big stage at the Ali Pali.
Jim Williams or Raymond van Barneveld up next. Any preference in terms of an opponent?
Obviously Raymond. It'd be unbelievable to play him.
When I said 3 years ago I'm going to retire, I had many emails. No, you can't do this. Without you, I'm not going to watch again. So and I feel great that I came back and give these people quality time. I think I can come further, but one game at a time. Jim is a good, fantastic player. You know, he beat Peter Wright last year. He beat James Wade. So I'm warned. If I stand up and I produce the same level like last game, like 9900 average, I can do some damage to everyone here. I know if I win this game, I'm going to play Luke Littler. Maybe then the crowd turns against me. I don't know. One moment you have them, other moment you lose them. So. No, first things first, try to beat Jim Williams today.
The Barney Army have marched down memory lane to the Alexandra Palace to see if their man can keep rolling back the years. He might have the last laugh, and he does! RBB 2, Jim Williams 1. Barney wants double 6 now, and he's squeezing it in the bottom corner. The Barney Army cheering their man on. Double 8, the great Dutchman is through to the last 16. For a battle of the darting generations against teenage sensation Luke Littler. What a game that will be.
Shaggy and Shindy here to shake you from your Christmas torpor. And that is an excellent opening set from the German number 2. Scott Williams wants noise in the hall. And Scott Williams takes us all the way to a deciding set. And Scott Williams wins it.
Come on, how good were you, son? Talk about doing Bobby a favour.
Cagey leg, this decider.
But Rob Cross gets the first set for a 2-set lead.
Won the last set on double 10, and he's won this set on double 10. This is for a spot in the last 16. Double 16 for Rob, and he is into the last 16. That is a big display.
Climbing up towards tops and climbing into a 1-set lead. Well, it's got that one finished, and we do have a level game. Double 16. He is still in it, but he is clinging on by his fingernails, Luke Humphries. Double 10. We are going to a deciding set. Double 10 to win an epic. Luke Humphries celebrates.
Big emotions, of course. You know, I was involved in a game that wasn't just about darts, it's about the crowd. It really did affect me. It me up, and it was the toughest game I've ever been involved in. I've played in 4 major finals, and it was the toughest game I've ever played in. So to come out of that game and win, I can't tell you where it comes from, to be honest.
He's causing quite a stir on social media. If you have a couple of minutes, check out his TikTok. It's fairly entertaining.
Toby, he decided one day that we should do a little TikTok, which we did, and it just blew up. The weirder ones I was doing, the more views I was getting, so I just thought I'll keep at it.
It's a bit like weird because everyone like knows me now because of TikTok, and like all my friends like hype me up because of it.
Yeah, he's the brains behind the operation, to be honest. I'm just the face. There's one nearly hitting 900,000, I think, so yeah. When I first started doing it, did I ever think it would be that popular? No. But yeah, like I said, we'll keep doing it, and obviously Toby will come up with more ideas for me, and we'll just go from there. I've had people come to my house for merchandise just because of the TikToks and stuff, so it's absolutely unbelievable, to be honest. And yeah, I think I'm more known now for my TikToks than what I am for my dart. So.
Part of your game has changed recently because of sports psychology.
Yeah, yeah.
In combination with the change of dart weight as well, is that
Yeah, I think one of the biggest changes is the hypnotherapy I've been doing. It sort of relaxes me, my sleep's a lot better. I believe that's a big part of where I am at the minute. I changed the weight of my dart about 5 months ago, something like that. And yeah, I've not looked back since, to be honest. And my 12-gram darts are just in a cupboard now in the garage. We play darts locally on a Tuesday as well, don't we? And he comes out and he participates with all the lads in my local team. And yeah, they're all encouraging him to get up and practice, aren't they? And he absolutely loves it.
I encourage them to get up and practice.
You have this machine that you press a button and it does a random score for finishing. And he sometimes takes out the like 90+ finishes. I'm like, what? When did you hit your first 180? About 4 or 5 weeks ago?
No.
I was away, I got a phone call. I thought something was up. And he's running around the living room. Mad, he's hit his first 180, so... He encouraged me to practice, to be honest, because he'll be on the board and then I'll think, oh, I best get up and do something. And we have a few games, don't we? But yeah, we enjoy playing darts at home and he loves the sport. But I'm still not his favourite dart player.
You are, sometimes.
Oh, sometimes.
Depends. Peter Wright.
Unbelievable, isn't it? He's got that much merchandise at Peter Wright's.
He sent me loads of stuff.
The hair.
Yeah. We're going to touch a little bit on the game that you've got tonight. How are you feeling going into that?
Yeah, Michael's a brilliant player. He's going to be favourite to win, but I'm playing some really good darts at the minute, and obviously the last meeting we played, it was 10-9. I was 9-6 up, so if I get myself in that position again, I know the feelings and emotions and the thoughts that go with that process, and I'm really confident, to be honest. I just can't wait now to get up on the stage, and if I play the way I can play, then I have a really good chance.
Give me bunting, give me a classic. That'll do nicely for the tournament favourite. Van Gerwen finding it when it really matters. Tops. 2-0, and it's 3-0 to Michael Van Gerwen. But he's hit the double-8. That is a fantastic performance.
Dobie and Smith had previous on the big stages. He's missed one already. It's Dobie who leads by a set to 0. Huge moment for Dobie. And he has a 2-set lead.
Double 18 and it's 3-0. It's double 16 to wrap it up. And it is right in the heart of it.
You can't top that off. Obviously playing the world #1, world champion, I know, just to hear that, it's something special playing on the big stage. But yeah, it's a massive result for me tonight.
We have the 5-time world champion, Raymond van Barneveld, who has been there, he's done it, he's got the T-shirt, he's got the trophies, up against the new kid on the block in 16-year-old Luke Littler.
When I was 16, I just played with Lego and Playmobil, you know, so just for fun, because there was no internet, there was no one and everything. And if you 16 years and you do the Motor Series and you do so great, you do it well there, and you win already 3 matches, well, I take my hat off for that, because it's not easy. And he's performing great. His first game against Christian Kist, 107, unbelievable. Matt Campbell missed a lot of doubles. So if you keep them under pressure, I'm not sure how he's going to handle that, but maybe he's going to improve or even come better.
It's just been so much fun on the stage, and to win 3 games on my debut, it's been unbelievable. I always looked up to Raymond van Barneveld, and one of my idols, one of many, 40-year age gap. But I just can't wait for tonight. Win or lose, I'll be happy.
I know it's a fantastic story for England, but I have to keep focused and look at myself and the way I'm playing, and I'm confident.
The eyes of the sporting world are on the Alexandra Palace in London. One of the most eagerly awaited clashes, arguably in World Championship history. The man who's won it and done it and become an icon of the sport against the young man who Barneveld himself described as the Prince of the Palace. Tops for the set. How about that? 2-0. Luke Littler averaging 101 to Luke Littler. Incredible. This is out of this world. He's battled bravely. He deserves this. And he gets it. And Raymond van Barneveld stays in business to create more history! What a performance! What a player! And what a story! Here at the World Championship, Luke Littler has been writing his own script. Luke Littler has just written a new chapter, and the sensational 16-year-old is through to the World Championship quarterfinals after demolishing one of the greatest of all time.
It's unbelievable, beating my idol, beating a player that has won this title 55 times. It's just unbelievable. Even my idol, even on his walk-on, I was getting involved because win or lose, it was a great experience, and it was just great to share the stage with Raymond tonight. I think the crowd wanted the 170 to go at the end, but I looked up and seen Raymond didn't leave a finish. I just thought, just focus, don't be silly, set it up. See you in the new year.
Happy New Year and welcome to the quarter-finals. Well, one of our 4 players in action here this afternoon will be in Wednesday's final, but will it be Luke Littler?
It's all about the stories. That's what this whole thing is about. Luke Littler is a story. It is the story of this World Championship so far. It's a story that's captivated people's imaginations all over the world. The likes of Scott Williams. You know, he was a forklift driver in Boston in Lincolnshire who found his way through to a first major quarter-final in the biggest tournament there is, and who knows how far he could go. It's all about those stories. That's what sport is. It's captivating. Chris Dobie, Rob Cross. This, I mean, it's a coin flip of a game.
I've had 3 tough battles, tough opponents. I've learned a lot from one of the defeats I had in the match play against Rob. Losing from 8-2 up, I should have never ever lost that game. And I told myself I'll never ever lose like that again, you know.
I think Chris, you know, since getting the Premier League, rightfully so last year, he's changed as a player, he's got better, his TV stuff now superb.
Every time I play Rob, that's what I think back, that defeat, and that's why I try my best.
I personally think I've got the best player in the tournament today.
It's every dark player's dream to go on to be world champion. The dream's still on. Only 3 games away.
I make myself a little bit of an underdog, but I love being an underdog.
The nerves are jangling, the adrenaline is pumping. A semi-final spot on the line.
You fancy Chris here.
That one, bang in the middle. Magnificent from Chris Dobie. And he leads 4-0
to leave that double 16. No problem whatsoever. Rob Cross is still alive. He's won 3 sets on the trot from 4-0 down.
Rob Cross now throwing to make it 4 sets apiece. Unbelievable! Can scarcely believe it when Dobie led 4-0 for the match. Rob Cross wins one of the greatest games you will ever see.
That final set, you took out the 117, the 130, there was a 10-bar leg.
I like a comeback, but I couldn't even write that. I could not write it, you know. I was like that. I thought I'm all at sea without a paddle here, and then all of a sudden, I just got into it. I didn't take anything over the top, and then once I got back into it, once it was like 4-3, I thought, oh, I've got him now. Couple of big legs.
Oh boy, coconuts.
Sorry. I have got everything.
Get up. 4-3. Fantastic.
What a boy. He's my lucky jump.
He was in tears at 4-0 down.
Hey, I'm not going to lie to you, so was I.
Happy New Year, Brendan.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year, everyone. Dolan, what a story. He's sort of the ultimate Ali Pali roller coaster ride, isn't it? It's his 2nd World Championship quarter-final. I just cannot see past another convincing Luke Littler win. The guy just has no fear.
Obviously, I think Luke has done absolutely brilliant. Everybody has to understand he's only 16. There's no pity out there. As far as I'm concerned, Luke is a top-class player. He's in the quarterfinals of the World Championship, the biggest tournament of our year. So that means he's playing well. And I beat players playing well, so I'm going to have to do it again.
What a matchup. Luke Littler, 2 former world title holders couldn't stop him. Now it falls to Brendan Dolan. He's got plenty of time. Double 10. Takes the first set. There's a smirk on his face. Why wouldn't there be? Because it is all going Luke Littler's way. 2-0 to the teenager. Double top. It is 3-0 to Luke Littler. Luke Littler is strolling through this quarter-final. Double 4 for a semi-final spot. There is no sign of this teenage dream coming to an end.
Just taking it game by game, just gotta beat what's in front of me. Yeah, everyone I've played, I've looked up to them, and they've been on the tour for many years, and I've stepped up and put my performance in well, and I've got over the line each time.
No easy task next in the semi-final. Former world champion Rob Cross.
Well, he'd done it on debut, so why can't I? I've had 3-ton plus averages, but yeah, we're both targets, so one of us from Target are in the final, so hopefully the trophy does come back to them, but yeah, I've just got to focus on Rob tomorrow night.
Welcome back to the Palace. 2 semi-final spots on the line here this evening. Rob Cross and Luke Littler, they will return tomorrow, but who joins them?
Michael van Gerwen and Scott Williams looks like a mismatch, doesn't it? A guy who's never been at this tournament at this stage before, and a guy who has made it his business to be in at least this stage pretty much every year, non-stop. You can never take anything for granted in darts. Of course you can't. We've seen shocks in this tournament already.
You're playing Michael van Gerwen. That's all you have to say. It's going to be tough. There's going to be stuff happening on the stage. No, I'm not going to back down. I'm not backing down at all. So he'll get me at 100%. I know I'll get him at 100%, and we'll battle it out like professional dart players.
He isn't the Michael van Gerwen of 2016-2017, the guy who produced arguably the greatest ever World Championship campaign seen at Alexandra Palace. There are still some inconsistencies, there are some frailties, there are some vulnerabilities. If Scott Williams can exploit them, he's got a chance, but it is a huge if.
Scott Williams is going to have to show some real New Year's resolution, I think, this evening to deny Michael van Gerwen a 9th appearance in the semi-final.
A clean sweep of set 1 here. And Scott Williams rattles through the first set.
Perfect. Double 12. Michael van Gerwen levels up the match. Van Gerwen leads in the quarter-final.
You'd expect Scott Williams to wrap it up, and does. And let's not focus on what Van Gerwen's done wrong. Scott Williams averaged over 113 in this set and closes out yet another set with a clean sweep.
Off that 76, and he's lost the set, Van Gerwen. Scott Williams on song here. Double 16. And Scott Williams produces a shock off the sporting Richter scale to send the 3-time world champion Michael van Gerwen tumbling out of the tournament.
His first ever win over the Dutchman. Confirmation then, winning through the semi-finals in the bottom half.
Baby! I'm retiring after this, by the way. Retiring. This is what you work for all these years, isn't it? You know, the boys to turn up. Prep's been fantastic. You know, where we've been going every day. It's just all working, you know what I'm saying? They feel good about themselves. It's an individual game, isn't it? I mean, and he should have beaten 5-1, no disrespect. You know what I mean? The 5 darts at a double there, you know, after he threw it away, but he held his nerve well. Michael didn't play anywhere near his best game, but that's what we was hoping for.
Too used to it. Too used to it. Chuck it on there, Tom.
What on, mate?
Watch the chest here. Watch the chest there.
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
the chest there. Boom.
Scott Williams, World
Thank
Championship
you.
semi-finalist.
Easy, innit? And what? Crazy game. Crazy game. I was really surprised at how well. I'm not surprised how well I played. I tried my hardest to keep up with him. I was expecting more from him. I think everyone was. What else was I going to say? I'm so happy.
To be honest with you, not many people have been talking about Luke Humphries throughout the tournament, apart from his great escapes. Somehow he's survived, somehow he's here, and he's still got a fantastic chance of getting to the final.
I've never played him besides the final. 3 or 4 European tours and 1 on Pro Tour. Yeah, I've got the better of him, but that's not no advantage in this game. He'll want to come at me strong and try and get a good early lead So no, it's totally different tonight.
Scott Williams will take on Luke Humphries or Dave Chisnall. That is the first set for Luke Humphries. Got to attack. That is a perfect dart. Double 13. That is the set. That was superb.
Still stuttering about here, Luke, but he gets there in the end.
Tops. Luke Humphries is into the semi-final of the World Darts Championship.
Yeah, I turned up today. I started playing the game that I originally know I can play. You know, tonight I felt really good, and you know, it really did show in my performance.
Is that a little bit more like it?
Well played.
At least you ain't going home tomorrow now.
I wouldn't be going in tomorrow thinking it's going to be some easy game. I know I've got a really, really tough game again. There's no easy games now. Scott's got there on merit. He's worked just as hard as I have. So I'm hoping that, you know, it's a fantastic game, but you know, I can really keep playing like I did tonight, because if I do, then I'll make it really, really tough for him.
So then, just 4 are left standing, and if you predicted this semi-final lineup before the tournament started, well done, because I'm not sure we did.
Back on December the 20th, it started with a kiss. Never thought it would come to this. This time the target's double 16, then it was tops. And early on, Rob Cross is the boss. And here's looking at you, kid, he's in front.
For a 3-1 lead.
Double 16. Rob Cross wants tops. Rob Cross finds tops. He has been deadly, and is so again. And Luke Littler punishes Rob Cross.
This is a big to-do. This is a big deal.
The treble 20 here will leave a fitting finish on double 10. And he finishes it on double 10. Littler takes the giant step into the World Championship final, 19 days shy of his 17th birthday.
Happy to get in the final. Can't believe I'm saying that. Whether I've been in a development tour final, a local tournament, to myself in a final, just keep everything the same.
The Littler Cross semi-final was unbelievable, because we were thinking, what test is Rob Cross going to give?
I and many others thought, right, Rob Cross is going to be the first significant challenge. 2018 champion. He's playing the best darts since that debut year.
What's Luke Littler going to do when he goes a set down? And he had all the answers again.
To produce his 4th ton plus average of the tournament against Rob Cross, his biggest ever match to book his spot in the final, it was just ludicrous.
In Scott Williams' own words, his run to the semi-finals of the World Championship and moving into the top 32 in the world is ridiculous. So 17 for double top for the opening set, and an authoritative one at that from cool hand Luke Humphries to lead double 8. It is flawless. What a set from Luke Humphries.
2 treble 19s effort he just missed on. Bull, though, he only needed a single on one of the darts, and he capitalizes and grabs set 3 away from Williams.
Now double 2. And Luke Humphries does take the 4th set.
Double 16. Okay, he's done it twice now.
To wrap it up, we have our final. It has been a procession. It has been an exhibition. It has been brilliant from cool hand Luke Humphries.
Massive performance.
108 average.
I need
Go
to.
after that.
If I want to beat Luke tomorrow, I'm going to have to play like that.
What's Luke going to have to bring to beat the new world #1?
If he brings away play tonight, then not much, you know. I just hope we both play like we did tonight.
Yeah.
We both play like we did tonight. It could be one of the best world finals ever, and that's what we want. The fans to experience one of the best world finals.
It's a great game.
You know, there's a lot on the line for us both. We've got a new world champion on the books, so exciting prospect. I can't wait.
Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
The second semi-final, Scott Williams, it was a brilliant tournament, and hopefully for him it's a catalyst for him to go on to bigger things.
Luke Humphries said that he came here in a better frame of mind ahead of his semi-final just because of what he'd produced the night before.
Scott Williams gave it everything and still lost 6-0. He's had a brilliant tournament, but Luke Humphries was unplayable last night.
Do you think you had a half-decent part in bringing the PDC up? Because you were the voice, and you still are.
But what everyone knows, they know that one ain't cool.
My voice is different, so that was the very first thing that probably showed out. The second thing was with Bruce and Freddie, they were, I mean, iconic, massive big dart referees, you know, that everybody knew. But when they wore jacket and trousers, I wore a suit, so I'd be different. I was different anyway, but then they wore a suit, so I wore jacket and trousers. Then I wore a mandarin collar shirt. God forbid, we've got a dart referee on the stage that's got no tie on. You know, it made shock horror. But it was a way of getting myself noticed within what I do. I don't think the rest just follows on. You know, it just comes down to people's opinions at the end of the day, you know, and if someone likes what you do, you know, you're never going to please all the people all the time. That's impossible. That I know by various comments I get on Twitter. But fortunately, I've been able to please most of them, most of it. Well, I paid to go out and have a game of darts and go and meet my mates and all the such like and the social side of it. That was what I used to pay to do. Now, I get paid to call darts and I get to travel the world at the very front of everything with the greatest players in my sport, you know, performing in front of me. Nah, that's not work, is it? I've done my time. I've done my time, you know, and it's time now to, it really is time now for me to wind down, let the younger lads through. They're brilliant referees. They don't make mistakes. It was the right time for me now to turn and say, thank you very much. Bow out of the very top, you know, on major TV tournaments. Bow out of the very top, and you know, I've got a fantastic career still ahead of me that has been on offer. So yeah, definitely the right time now. Oh yeah.
The final, there'll be nerves, there's bound to be, but these two seem to deal with them great, and you've got to have those nerves, but they bring out the best in these two.
They've both shown that whatever mental edge one of them has, it's not going to have any bearing on the other, because neither of them, throughout this tournament, have really cared what their opponent is throwing back at them.
Could be one of the greatest finals ever.
Woo!
I think Humphries, after his performance last night, I think he might just get the better of him.
A little bit more for Humphries.
Let's go, Littler! Let's go! Come on, my son!
Good evening, and what an evening. The best player in the world, Luke Humphries, against one of the greatest prospects we have ever seen in this sport.
These two just cracking on with it.
Double top. And he hits back! Luke Humphries, who survived 2 set darts, remember. Gets 2 of his own. And he only needs 1.
He doesn't miss this again. Or does he? Double 4. No, he does not. Telling himself to calm down. The world #1, Luke Humphries. And the new kid on the block, Luke Littler, a locked at 2-2.
Double 16 is found, and Luke Littler leads the World Championship final by 3 sets to 2.
For a 4-2 lead.
He finds it last dart, and Luke Littler opens up a 2-set advantage in the World Final.
Wow, what a set of darts, and what an important passage of play.
But that does leave the ball, and that is the bullseye pinned. And Luke Humphries levels this game up.
Unbelievable.
The switch to double 9. It's found! Luke Humphries makes it 3 consecutive sets.
Yes, surely that is the 10th set. For the set, for 6-5, double 7. For 6-5. Luke Humphries returns for double 8 to claim the world title.
The ascension is complete. Luke Humphries is the greatest darting force on the planet right now. The world #1, for the first time, is world champion. Incredible stuff to come from 4-2 down and rattle off 5 consecutive sets, because this teenage prodigy did not let up.
It's a feeling that it's so hard to describe. You know, it's a fulfilling feeling. You know, my whole body just feels drained, but in a good way. You know, it's as soon as that double 8 went in, you know, my whole body just collapsed to the floor because it's just such an incredible feeling, and you know, it's one that I will remember for the rest of my life. It really is. All of a sudden, you just feel like your life's complete. It was the one thing I've been searching for the last 6-7 years, and to go out and do it, it's something that's indescribable.
Luke Littler, I know he hasn't gone and completed this fairy tale by becoming world champion at 16 years old, but what more could he do? He was so close that Luke Humphries showed his class, and he was absolutely sensational in coming from 4-2 down. You take the narrative out of it, take the story out of it, that is one hell of a contest, and Luke Humphries is one hell of a player, and he's without doubt the best player on planet Earth right now.